Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see today is going to shock you. It's going to piss you off, and at some points you may laugh a little bit, but then you're just going to come right back around to being pretty annoyed by what you're seeing on screen. And that's not just because of the audio issues, and we'll get to that shortly as well. The other night, myself and Kiwi Tapes were able to get an interview with Jupiter the Hybrid. Jupiter is someone who, if you're familiar with this channel, you're probably familiar with him. A video I did on him a couple months back is my most popular I've ever done. And this dude, more than most people we cover, is an absolute creep. One of the sickest individuals you will find online. And there's no better indicator for that than this interview you are about to see tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how many times Jupiter just flat out admits tonight that he has been talking to minors. He's currently talking to a bunch of minors. He's currently in a relationship with a minor. And I mean, it gets worse and worse as time goes on. When faced with proof about his past actions and the things that he's done wrong, he simply states that he's going to try and do better again, despite saying that 3 or 4 times already in the past. And it's really going to annoy you how many times he chalks it up to, well, I was drunk. Or even, well, I smoked too much nicotine that night. He really says these things. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but I implore you to get to the end of this, because in the beginning, myself and Kiwi and another dude in the call posing as Phoenix Wright decide to ask Jupiter all these questions, and he feels comfortable enough asking them because we're not just berating him. That is until the end of the call, where we just begin berating him. And Jupiter really, by the end of it, I haven't seen him this angry. He's yelling at me because I'm calling out his brother who's in jail for, let's just say, doing not so, good things to a kid. Jupiter just gets really upset by the end of it. He becomes the devil for a little bit. I know I said I wasn't going to spoil it, but I kind of just did a little bit there. But all this stuff needs to be said before going into this. And another very important issue that needs to be touched on is the audio. The audio in this is absolutely abysmal. There's no getting around it. For the first 20 minutes it's fine, and then it completely falls off a cliff. And you guys will notice that. I expect to get many comments telling me this, but listen, I'm telling you guys this, there was absolutely nothing we could do. Old Jupiter here was doing the stream on his laptop, and he didn't have a pair of headphones to put in. So all of our audio went right out of his speaker and right back into his microphone, and at some points, and many points actually, it sounds terrible. There's this horrible muffle in the background, but if you can get through that, which I implore you to do, I feel like you're just going to be shocked by what Jupiter says here. By the end, it clears up for a bit again, but for the most part, there's some important parts that I need to keep in there that have some muffle in there, and I'm going to try to cut out as much as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, I want you guys to try to enjoy this, but I know you probably won't, and I can already see the comments now, and it's not going to be a pretty sight. So let's just get right into it. This was the other day around 10 o'clock. Myself and Kiwi had heard earlier in the day that Jupiter the Hybrid had wanted to come onto our show. That's because Jupiter randomly started making the podcast rounds recently, going on Nick Nobody and Cow Wrangler's show, and that's 2 familiar faces you're going to see in this stream here today. Jupiter had gone on their stream the night before, and he had rage quit the stream when Club Doom posing as God showed up. So God made Jupiter run away, which is really funny considering some of the stuff you're going to hear Jupiter say later in the call. And then Jupiter decided, well, it would be a better look for him to come onto our show. And was it a better look for him? Well, you guys be the judge of that. Now, there's only 2 other things I need to let you know before I start this up. Number 1 being that this whole call I am referred to as Brian Rizzo. I just thought it'd be funny if Only Use Me Blade was one of the people interviewing Jupiter. And secondly, if you want to watch this entire 4-hour plus interview, it's over on Kiwi Tapes' Rumble channel, and that'll be linked down in the description below. So with all that finally being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this shit. Now, before we say anything here, I just want to give a shout out to Jupiter right there in the corner. Jupiter, man, you're looking fucking svelte, brother. You been working out?
No, I don't work out, but yeah, most of this is just bodily fat and muscle tissue. So I've kind of been using it as a way to keep myself fit. But yes, I do practice martial arts in a way, but I practice in martial arts drunken Ansatsuken, drunken assassination's fist.
Just show us just a little something, man. I want to see a little something. You're a master.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute, man.
Take your
I
time.
move some stuff away so that way I don't end up tripping or falling down. Yeah, my room's a little bit messy right now, so I have to. I can only show you my fighting stance that I take on mostly. Just give me
Let's
a few
see it.
minutes. So, my fighting stance is like this. I take my hands. My fighting stance is like this.
Dude, that is badass.
And during that video, when I made that video, I made some crazy ass death threats because those people were starting to basically accuse me of shit. And I told them to back the hell up or back the hell down. Otherwise,
What did
I'm
they
going
accuse
to
you of?
end your career.
What did they accuse you of? Like
Being a
what have you-
pedophile and all that bullshit. You know, it was
Oh,
just a
man.
bunch of shit. I
Now,
was
why
like,
would they do that? Why would they do that?
I mean, technically speaking, I was drunk. I wasn't sleeping well. I was kind of in a bad spot. And I did some questionable things and talked to some questionable people and wound up being considered a pedophile.
Well, let's just get right into it. I mean, it's on the. Let's put all the cards on the table. How would you describe these incidents? How would you describe what exactly happened? You know, let's get into details.
Okay, just don't hate me for saying anything.
We just want the truth, Shadow Raven.
I know. Just make sure your audience doesn't hate me for it.
All right,
because
guys.
After we do this whole after I give you all the details, we can take questions from viewers and whatnot.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Jupiter, I'll do you a solid right now. I'll tell the entire audience on my command, do not hate Jupiter. All right? Like he wants to get all this stuff off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, understand that.
Yes, and I want you all to know that what I'm about to, tell you all, to everyone who may be listening and watching this, I want you all to know that what I'm about to say may shock you. And if you have any small children in the room, have them either cover their ears or put on headphones or play something loud so they can't hear it. Because this is going to shock you people. So please mind your P's and Q's within this order, okay? Anyway, well, the truth is, I was in a bad spot in my life. I was living at an apartment, a townhouse, mind you. And one night I was drunk and bored and had nothing to do. So I figured I'd go and talk to some people, make new friends, try to be friendly. Well, in my drunken haze, I kind of talked to some minors and sent only one photo. Of course, many of you have already seen that photo. I'm not gonna be bringing it up or showing it, but that photo got circulated to certain underage people, and people started raging and hating on me. Then about a week to 2 weeks later, the police showed up at my door. Well, technically showed up at my bedroom door. And I was just waking up, and I had just gotten off my TikTok live. And I had just gotten up. The police opened the door, yell out, "Nampa PD! Freeze!" And I froze. I put up my hands, knelt down on the floor, showed them I was not going to, fight them. I wasn't going to fight. I wasn't going to do anything. And one cop comes up and they're like, "I know that you don't want to be cuffed right now, but we're doing it for our own safety." And I was like, "It's all right." And she goes, "Okay, I'm going to fleece you. Do you have anything that can stick, prick, or stab me?" I was like, "Nope." About 5 minutes in, they take me down into the living room and sit me on the couch. And they start grilling me for information, and I just skirted around the issue, trying to get them to stop, because I was uncomfortable at the time. I was really uncomfortable. Just getting grilled like that, having cops up in my face, I was really uncomfortable. I was scared. I didn't know what else to do. So I skirted around the issue, and they took my Xbox One, my phone, and my laptop and left. And so far as I know, they're still investigating this. These claims of me circulating child pornography on the internet when I really wasn't.
So you had 3 devices confiscated by the police?
Yes.
Poof. That's rough, man. I mean, you can't play any Xbox now, right?
No, I can't access my Xbox Live or nothing right now, and it sucks. I mean, I still have my Xbox 360, but I was given an Xbox One by a staff, one of his old generation Xbox Ones, mind you. Not like the original Xbox, but, you know, whatever. That's beside the point. But
so, like,
anyway,
so the cops have visited you. So this is something. Now, when did this happen, if you don't mind me asking? Like, how long ago was this?
Last June.
June. Christ.
I think.
So it's been like 7-8 months.
Yes, pretty much. It was right as summer was ending.
Now, can I ask you something, Jupiter? Like you were talking about the fact that the cops showed up because they were made aware of these things that you were accused of. Now, Kiwi had this video up on screen that we were going to play. Do you mind if we show the people what we were talking about here to give them some like Kiwi? Maybe skip to like 45, 50 seconds in.
You can play the whole video if you'd like. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll play.
Right.
Jupiter.
I'm sure that you know, edit out any like bad words or something.
We did. Yeah, we edited out all the bad shit. No worries.
Oh, yeah. We got 1,000 people here right now, Jupiter. This is big chance to clear your name, buddy. You're doing great so far.
Yeah, but to be honest with you all, this video is going to shock most of you. So please, if there is any small children in the room with you, please make them leave. Thank you.
What's your deepest, darkest fantasy?
My darkest fantasy is to watch all those who wronged me die by my hand. That's my darkest one. It makes me want it. It's just one of my darkest fantasies of doing. I want to kill everybody who's wronged me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm going to say. I want to kill those who have wronged me as a person, including those who keep calling me a pedophile online. I'm not going to let them keep doing this. One of these days, if the government won't even notice, I can make those people disappear. There's places out here in Idaho where I can bury bodies and no one would think to look.
Have you done it before?
Not really done it, but actually thought of it. There are some people I want to bury out somewhere in Melba where no one will ever think to look. There's places here in Idaho no one would ever think to look for a body.
So, Jupiter, like, are there when you look at a place in Melbourne, whatever it is, do you just like look at these places and you're like, man, it'd be a great place to bury my enemies? Is that like a thought that pops into your head often?
Yes, because you have to understand, I grew up out there. I'm a farm boy. I'm a farm town guy. I'm a farm boy. You could look at my farming community and call me a farm boy. But yes, there are places out there I could bury someone and no one would even think to look. Sorry if this seems a bit dark to everyone who's listening and watching.
Let's get back into this video.
Wait, so before you click on playing it, I just want to say here. So Jupiter said that, right? Jupiter said that, but he said he wants to do that to people who have been falsely accusing him online of being the predator. Because I'm telling you right now, Phoenix, Kiwi, everyone in this call, Shadow Raven, like at least to me, right? I've never seen any proof of Jupiter doing anything. And like, I don't think they're going to show anything in this video to prove that, Kiwi. So you can start playing it if you want.
Yeah, that's the thing, the total lack of hard evidence, Smoke.
Yeah.
Twitter, can I still send you pictures of myself even if I'm underage? Because I'm only 13.
It's up to you, sweetie, if you want to, because I don't mind. If you do, I don't mind.
I feel like people might have missed that. Let me go back a little bit.
Oh my God. To look for a body.
Twitter, can I still send you pictures of myself even if I'm underage? Because I'm only 13.
I can't believe someone was screen recording me.
Because I don't mind. If you do, I don't mind. Do you plan on
as you could tell it through my eyes.
No,
I
would never.
Well, hold up, Jupiter. Let's like.
If you look at my eyes, you can tell that I'm drunk. You could tell by the.
Okay.
My eyes are dilated. If you look into those eyes in the picture there, you can see that my eyes are dilated from drinking and heavily not sleeping today.
I promise we'll let you say your piece. I want to repeat it. I feel like chat might have missed it. Let's just let this clip in particular play in its entirety, and I promise I'll let you rebuttal. I promise, Shadow Raven. Is that all right? Is that agreeable?
I was just pointing out that I was drunk at the time. I wasn't thinking clearly. My brain was on alcohol at the time.
All right. Brian Rizzo understands. Believe me.
Yeah, you can...
Twitter, can I still send you pictures of myself even if I'm underage? Because I'm only 13.
It's up to you, sweetie, if you want to, because I don't mind. If you do, I don't mind. Do you plan on turning me in if I say yes?
No, I would never.
I'd lower the age of consent all the way to 16 if you guys wanted me to. Or I'd even change it to 15. I'm not very big down there, but I can still...
Okay, well, I feel like that clip played.
Let's just leave that. Let's just leave that and just leave that video now. I think, yes, at the time I was heavily drinking. I was drinking heavily, was not sleeping right because my brain wasn't letting me sleep. And plus I had a really loud roommate downstairs who was constantly yelling at his video games late into the evening, and I could not sleep.
Yeah,
as you could tell by my eyes, there were dark circles under my eyes. I was not sleeping. My brain was going haywire.
That is you.
Yes, but it is me, but I wasn't sleeping, nor was I in the right state of mind. I do admit I made a mistake by saying all that shit, but it's basically because I was not sleeping well and I was halfway drunk, you know. I was halfway in the halfway mark of drinking.
Well, I think a really important thing is, Jupiter, I've heard you say before, too, that you were high on nicotine when you were doing stuff.
Yes, at the time, I had 3 or 4 different nicotine juices at the time, and I was high as fuck. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a big smoker myself. I see Phoenix right down in the corner puffing his cigs too, like, and it's odd to me, Jupiter, because if this is making you do this stuff, like you're currently vaping right now, aren't you?
Well, actually, I take it easy on the juice. When I know that I'm gonna enter a stressful situation, like these kind of like podcasts and whatever, I vape to try and chill out, you know, calm my nerves a bit.
This isn't meant to be stressful, Jupiter. We're just here to get to the bottom of the truth, and I feel like we're doing great so far.
And to be honest, my sisters and I studied ninjutsu growing up. Me and my sibs, we all studied ninjutsu.
How come every time I ask you about like my desires, you bring up your sisters?
Oh, no, it's sorry, I have that bad habit of not, like, how this is, I have a short attention span. So, sorry. But, yeah. I mean, I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever to satisfy someone. This one chick who I dated back in high school, know what she did after I fucked her?
What?
Pressed rape charges on me.
Okay,
Yo. Now, I feel like this part of the call is very important for me to explain. We were showing Jupiter a video that I had made previously, and at the end of it, we showed screenshots showing that Jupiter was currently married on Facebook and in a relationship with a girl who was 15 years old. And when Jupiter saw this show up in the video, his reaction is completely over the top. You'd think it's like some wacky thing out of a cartoon, the way he screams about it, but it's really so gross because he makes such light of this. He immediately jumps to defending himself, saying that because she's from the UK, 16's the legal age there. So he brings all of that up, but then conveniently forgets the fact that he lives in the US and she is only 15 years old. I'm praying that this is just another decoy out there to get Jupiter, but if it's not, this is just another 15-year-old girl he's now, like, he's abusing. It's as simple as that. Jupiter's in a relationship, this 25-year-old man, with a 15-year-old girl, if this is real. If this is a decoy, it just further proves how much of a creep Jupiter is, but if this is real, these are just more things that absolutely need to be forwarded to the police. And I don't even know why I said need to be, because I know that they have been. Right as this, like, interview was going on and everything, I want people to know that this info and everything in here, to my knowledge, was forwarded over to the police, because you can't let stuff like this just be said by this guy and not give it to the proper authorities.
That's fair.
What the fuck? Who the fuck
Whoa. What is this?
That's my girl. Who? What?
What is this?
Objection!
Hold up. I think that there's still more. Let's just...
Who is
this is your girlfriend? She's born...
Yes.
So this is your girlfriend?
Yes, in the UK. In the UK, she actually... In the UK, 16 is actually considered adulthood. Did you not know that? Yeah, in the UK, she's considered an adult.
This is your current girlfriend, though, like as of right now?
Yes, actually.
No, we're just curious, man. We're just curious. How long
Where did you guys find this video?
Dude,
I just found random.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got sent this, and it was very threatening.
Yeah, they told us, dude, if we didn't play it, like they were gonna like hurt us and stuff. So like we were kind of
Anonymous, you dickheads! I knew it was you guys.
They're probably
God.
watching right now.
Hey, Anonymous, if you're watching, why don't you come on the chat and face me?
The hacker
Oh
group
my
Spookies
God.
will take you on, Anonymous.
They're here. They're here. Oh my God, they're here.
Hey, Wrangler.
Yeah, we should have known that your old habits die hard, don't they? This is, I think, your third 15-year-old?
She's 16, actually.
And in the 16. That's a 1-year difference. You said that you weren't going to date people that were, like, young anymore or minors. Doesn't matter if she's 16 in the UK. Guess what, Chucklefuck? You're in the US. She's 16. That's just getting able to drive. That's just being able to get from point A to point B. That's not even being able to hold a full-time job yet, legally. That is a child.
Wrangler.
That is a high schooler.
Oh no, buds.
Hey, Cal Wrangler. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Hey, what pedophile? Yeah.
Why don't you shut the fuck up? How about you face me like a goddamn man? Stop being such a dick and face me like a man. Come find me.
You know these Anonymous can't face people like Min, Juniper, Shadowbird.
I don't really want to be within the proximity of you because I know that you don't bathe very often. That can spread disease, and personally, I prefer to keep myself somewhat healthy.
You want to know something, Cal Wrangler?
Do I want to know what? I don't want to know your bathing habits if that's the first thing that you're going to tell me.
Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something, you chuckle asshole? You chuckle fuck asshole?
You're using the insult I just gave you. Bro, you're not even clever about it. Come on. Okay, tell me. What is it?
I don't care what you think of me, for one.
It's not just me that thinks that, just so you know. You just got exposed to 1,000 people that you're dating a 16-year-old. Which, actually, let me check. How old would someone born on April 6, 2008 be?
Why don't you just go fuck yourself, huh?
We're having technical difficulties, Shadow Raven. You have to defend us. You have to defend us. We're having technical difficulties. Our mics are cut.
Yeah, no, she would be 15. She would not be 16. So she's not even an adult in the UK at this point. You're just lying.
Why don't you go fuck yourself? And also,
why don't you just say last time that we talked that you knew it was wrong to date a 15-year-old? Didn't you just say that last time we spoke?
Dude, Jupiter.
That you knew it was wrong?
Bullet in your head and call it good, huh?
And how are you going to do that? You're not even legally allowed to own a weapon.
Actually, I am. I could carry a sword if I wanted to.
That's not a bullet then. You'd have to be up close with me. And guess what? You're not the most fit. I've seen you. You walk like an alcoholic. You stumble
I got back
around
on
like
just
a
in time to
toddler.
say Jupiter's body looks awesome.
No, his body is shaped like an orangutan, except without any of the athletic prowess that an orangutan happens to have.
Well, what's with the 15-year-old girlfriend, Jupiter? Like, I thought you weren't doing these things anymore.
Yeah, Jupiter, 3 days ago on our show, you told me you weren't doing this anymore.
That's going to take a while to explain. She contacted me.
That doesn't matter, man. It's a
Well, no, let him explain. Let him explain.
Yeah, let Jupiter explain.
Yeah, she contacted me. I had no clue that she was going to contact me. I had no clue.
So if a child contacts you, it's okay to...
Well, let's let him explain. Like, so she contacted you and, like...
It might take him a bit to explain, Nick. He's not the brightest.
Yeah, I know.
You can fuck off, Cal Wrangler. You can fuck off. I don't care.
Jupiter, you said... Go ahead, Kiwi.
So this 15-year-old hit you up and you just decided... Because it says here, that you know, you've been in a relationship, they're 15, 16, and you've been married since yesterday.
She was the one who did so. She was the one who contacted me.
So then it's your job as an adult to block her or close the conversation.
But you're currently married to a 16-year-old.
Not even. She's 15, Kiwi.
Shut up.
She's 15, so then even by his own standard of saying that the UK 16 is an adult, he's still incorrect. She's not an adult. And now he's yelling at us because he's mad because he knows he's wrong and he knows that he got caught in his lies. So he's going to sit there and throw a temper tantrum, throwing things around, letting his titty swing wild for a little bit. Be careful, you might smack yourself in the face with those.
Shut up. Come face me like a man. Come take your beating like the good boy you are. And forget this whole thing.
Jupiter. The only reason you want to fight is because you want an excuse to press charges on somebody. And you know you wouldn't win that fight because you've never actually been in a fight. The only fights you've been in are one-sided and against people that are weaker than you because you like preying on the weak.
Well, hold up. Can I say something real quick here?
Of course.
That actually ties into another really important thing. Jupiter, I saw a video, man, and I want you to just explain this too because people should understand. It was of your little sister saying that you used to abuse her as a kid.
Yeah, your sib.
I was a kid.
But then you continued that same pattern of behavior into adulthood.
Shut up, Cow Wrangler.
You know I'm right. The only thing you can say is shut up because it's the only defense you have. You know I'm correct, and that's why you're just sitting there babbling. You continued this abuse, even when you said, no, I'm better, I'm changed. You admitted last week that you knew it was wrong to text these 15-year-olds, and you admitted it was wrong earlier in the stream. So why are you doing it again?
Well, Jupiter, what's your brother in jail for?
He got framed for something he didn't do.
What did he get framed for? What did he get framed for?
I'd rather not talk about it.
I mean, but it's already out there, brother. Can you explain? Because he got framed, like you said. It's a frame job. Let the people know at least what he got framed for.
Get the truth.
He was sent an inappropriate picture of a young person by that person's parent to get him in trouble.
So CP?
By a parent, yes.
And you have 3 devices seized currently.
Yes, but the Xbox have nothing on it, nothing of interest.
Do the other 2?
I mean, the other 2 had my conversations in my old Discord, but
well, what would go on there?
Nothing bad. My Xbox only had my gaming records and records of people I played with. You know, the gaming time, all that.
Well, let's talk about your Discord. What would go on in your Discord? Like, what would you use your Discord for?
Just to chat and make friends, that sort of thing.
Probably talk to minors.
I mean,
it's his favorite activity, after all.
Right after I was heavily drinking and whatnot. And to give you guys, and Cow Wrangler, if you saw that video, you could see in my eyes that I was not in a good place. At the time, my brain and my whole entire being was some sort of it was in a place where, I had a roommate over there who kept me up at night. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, him screaming and yelling at his video games, screaming and yelling at somebody who would kill him in a game. I would wake up to that. I was constantly up because I was trying so hard to go to sleep, but I couldn't. Insomnia. And also my werepower abilities that keep me up at night, because certain days and certain weeks will basically, keep me up. Well, at that point, I was not sleeping. I was drinking. I had a lot of bad things happening in my life. And not months later, I lost an uncle and fell into another depression pit and started drinking heavily.
Hold up. If I may speak, so you do not deny sending these pictures to underage people, but you...
It was one photo. One! And it got circulated. I had no idea it was happening. It all happened under my nose.
But you sent the dick pic to a child.
Yeah, it happened. So what? I made a mistake. I was wrong.
And now you're doing it again.
I made a mistake.
You're doing it again right now.
Let's talk.
I make a ton of mistakes, every goddamn year. And criminality doesn't run in my family.
So
My
this
sister, my father is clean. Only two brothers have been in prison. One currently still, one out and living a good life.
And one's
Mind
gonna
you.
go in.
What was the other one in there for, Jupiter?
Exactly what I told you about. He got framed for circulating.
But you said there were two brothers in jail. Was the other one in there for the same stuff?
Let's just say he won. Okay?
He won?
He won. I'm not going to say the full word. He
raped
F'd
a
one.
child.
He F'd one? What did he mean he F'd one? He F'd one what?
He's high off the nicotine, fellas.
Mr. Shadowbird Money Gang, do you mind if I speak for you? I know it's hard to say. I believe my client's trying to say that his your brother, correct, F'd, as an F-U-C-K-E-D, a child. Correct, sir?
Oh, so
it's hard for him to say that.
Okay, yeah. One of them was in jail for doing it. The other one was in jail for getting pictures on his phone.
It's hard for people to make me the easiest target.
Well, I would say children are the easiest target, right, Corbin? Nick Wrangler, I finally figured out your audio in fucking live stream hacking ways. Is there anything that you'd like to say, or Jupiter, is there anything that you'd like to say to Nick and Wrangler before they leave, or vice versa?
There's nothing I would like to say except to them, I'm sorry that I made you guys do what you do. I'm sorry. And if ever I get out of this, I'd like you to know that I'm going to change, and I will contact you guys again and hope for a better relationship with everybody around me. I would like you guys to know that I'm extending a hand of friendship and a way to ask for help from this time forward. I want you guys to know that. I want your guys'
Well, Jupiter, I don't want to help you. You're a fat pedophile piece of shit.
I'm actively going to bite the hand. Stay the fuck away from me. Never contact us again.
Do you know about this person, this Nova Online? People keep trying to compare them to you and you to them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, dude, I'm just saying, I heard this Nova Online say some fucked up shit about you. I'm serious, dude. I don't say that lightly. Not even Cow Wrangler levels, way above that. Nova Online was saying some crazy shit.
Yeah, on his last Fortnite Lego stream, I was there, and it was kind of like...
Tell me exactly.
We can't. That's the thing, is it is so violent and graphic that we cannot talk about
I'll
it here.
sum it up. I can summarize it for you, Jupiter. This is what he said. He said basically, this is his words, not mine. He said basically, he was like, look, Jupiter is not, he's not a hybrid of anything. He's a phony. And not only that, he said he's a pedophile. And I was like, whoa. Nova, those are some harsh accusations. And I wrote that in his chat, and I was like, Nova, chill out. And Nova was like, nah, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, Brian Rizzo. Jupiter really would he said, dude, if he came to Melba, he would just fucking smack the dog shit out of you. And I told him, yo, that's a lot of threats. And he just kept going on, man. And like I said, Nova was saying some crazy shit, man. You gotta.
He wants me dead, basically. He wants to kill me. Fuck all of you who are trolls in this. I told you guys to leave, and you didn't. So now I'm gonna find each one of you.
Yeah, what's your regiment? What's your stack?
My physique is only built for defense. That's what my build is like. It's for defense. It's mostly to throw off my enemies, making them think I'm slow when really I'm faster than I look. Yeah, I get a lot of girls because I have this thing called the bad boy aura. where I give off a bad boy vibe, and girls love that about me.
All right, we need to know more about this, dude, because like you could help a lot of people out here and how to get girls. You could tell us about your bad boy aura.
Dude, it's called rizzing. It's called having rizz. You play the bad boy, you have the rizz.
Can you like give us an example here?
Let me say something like this. Say that you're the good little Christian boy. Say like you're a good little Christian boy. You're good with God. Well, at this point, just look up at the sky and just tell God fuck you, and tell the world fuck you, and just play like you don't care. And every girl will be like, "Oh, he's definitely a bad boy. Let's go be with him." Yeah.
Is that how you met your wife?
Something like that.
So can I ask you this? So because you get like women thrown at you, why do you seem to choose minors?
I don't know. Something happened to me, and I didn't even know she was underage until just recently. So we were doing it as trying to get Linda Binda to back off. You know, we were doing it as a joke because all she was doing was using me for like comedy and using me to get more likes and stuff on her channel. So I followed their advice, blocked her number, cut contact, all that good stuff. You know, I cut it. I cut entirely.
Well, can you read the whole thing? Because we have blind viewers. This is a good one to read, Corbin.
Yeah. Love the stream, guys. From what I could find in regards to research, according to a study by Firm Cockfold, there is a strong correlation with nicotine buzzes and compulsions, stating that a nicotine buzz increases impulsive behavior by over 9,000%.
That is so interesting, man. See, and this is what I love. We have really smart people here in the chat here to not only like laugh with us, but to learn with us. And Kayuma, man, that was just a great one. That was a great one, man.
Yeah, I get a lot of scientific information from Cockhold all the time. All the time.
Yeah, I applaud you, my friend. I applaud you.
Yes,
thank you. To say the least. It is 100% accurate. You did your homework. Thank you for telling us that. That's an interesting fact, to be honest. And yes, that's what happened when I was high on nicotine with the minor people. I didn't know. I didn't know they were underage until later because I was impulsive. I acted impulsively.
Exactly. Dark Assassin, White Bowser's a predator. This is the White Bowser. He's my former co-host, and he was outed as having a Discord server full of minors who he would send illicit images to. What do you think about that, Corbin?
It makes me sick seeing someone like that do something like that, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
What I did was talk to them. I didn't. My God, that's sick as fuck. That's one sick ass motherfucker.
What do you think could happen to someone like him, Corbin?
After learning about what you guys said about him, I'm betting you if they already upped the death penalty for someone like that, that's already going to happen to me if I'm found guilty, which I doubt I will be, since I did come out and say, yes, I accept it. I accept that I wronged people, that I hurt people because of my own impulsivity.
Well, they might not give you the death penalty because you kind of...
No, they will, Kiwi. It's that they just passed the bill. They will.
Boy.
Mr. Brian Rizzo, I admire you so much. You're such an upstanding citizen and are great at holding your alcohol. Well, thank you so much for that, my friend. Also, ask Shadow Raven what his pony wife feels about his serial infidelity with minors.
She already yelled at me. She's not going to leave me. She already yelled at me, and she's just saying that she would like me to at least, you know, pursue my own agenda to clear myself up and to try to get a better like life choice and going with that.
You married a minor yesterday.
It isn't official. We're not officially. God, how many times must I say that?
Not officially married.
We're not officially. She lives in the fucking UK, dude. How the fuck do you think? Shit. You know what?
Well, it's 2024, yeah. a lot of people have like over online relationships and all, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Because we were trying to get Linda Benda to stop doing her shit.
So can I ask you, why do you think talking to a 15-year-old was going to get Linda Benda to stop?
I don't know. She lied about her age and lied about some shit, okay? That's why I'm saying, after tonight, I'm done talking to people like that, and I'm going to move on with my life.
You guys were a couple, but you weren't married.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. I'm not going to cut contact with her, like, in a sense of, like, friendship-wise, but as, like, dating-wise, yeah, that's where I'm going to cut it. That's where I'm going to cut it.
Why you got to talk to minors at all, though, Jupiter? Like, why can't you just, like, talk to people your own age?
I'm just saying, I like making new friends with new people. You know, I don't mind their...
As a 25-year-old man, you shouldn't be talking to people under the age of 18, Jupiter. Even as friends, it's fucking weird.
I actually have some... So, online on Xbox Live, I play with these boys, and their names are Dodo, Prided, Bam, and a bunch of other guys that I play with. They are all friends that I've made online. They're all friends of mine that we play Sea of Thieves together and whatnot. That's what we do. Because we're friends. Friends online. We hang out. Sure, they might be a little young, but we're still friends online because we play games together. That's all we do.
Do you know how old they are?
That's all we do is play Sea of Thieves and whatnot to fuck around with each other. Just hang out and fuck around.
Yeah, but how old are they, though?
I mean, sure. Bam and Prided and Dodo may be like, what? Still in high school or something, but we're still friends online and we still play Sea of Thieves together. We're a crew. We're buddies. We play online together. We play Sea of Thieves because it's fun. We're just having fun on Sea of Thieves, just playing that game, sailing around, fucking around, finding treasure, just fucking around. Boys will be boys, you know? Us guys will be guys, you know? Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan, welcome to our fold, brother. Welcome to our brotherly fold here. We're all brothers here, aren't we, guys? We're all brothers here. And thank you for having my back. Welcome to our cause. And hopefully we can beat the charges against me and I can finally walk away and just live my life, you know? And hit me up on Xbox Live, Jordan. And if you ever do get on Xbox Live, hit me up under Jupiter4218. Just hook me up, hit me up on there, and I wouldn't mind playing online with you. Welcome to the fold. Welcome to our revolution, should I say.
You know, Jordy is going into surgery next week, man, and he's going to appreciate that so much.
Yes, and good luck in surgery. Good luck in surgery, bro. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Appreciate that. Yeah, he'll appreciate that, brother. He's doing it in Mexico too. He's getting surgery in Mexico.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus, man, you are lucky.
I don't know about that. Rick Zilla says, Jupiter, why don't you take a seat over there? Well, he's already sitting down. You want to read this one, Jupiter?
Nope.
Okay, I'll read this one. I never in my fucking life thought I'd see Jupiter getting a train ran on him like this. And not the me kind of train. I haven't seen a live cow wrangler ass chewing. This is truly a sight to behold.
Well, screw you too. Over the course of my years, I've been noticing a strange decline in myself of restraint when I'm under the influence of nicotine and other, like, addictive chemicals. I've noticed a change in myself, and it's a bad change that I want to stop. So
when you abuse these chemicals, it makes you
more impulsive, makes me do things that I'm not normally prone to doing. So that's why I quit smoking cigarettes after a while. I'm slowly waiting for my vape to run out of juice, so that way I can toss my vape and finally quit.
Can I ask? Now this is a serious one. Phoenix, you there?
Oh yes, I'm here.
How long have you been smoking in your life?
Oh, ever since I was 16 years old. Worst decision I've ever made, but it really helps with the cases.
Terrible. I feel you on that. I've been smoking since I was 13. And, like, I've been smoking for over 10 years now, Jupiter. And I got to be honest, bro, I smoked probably tens of thousands of packs of cigarettes, and I've never had that like idea to want to go talk to minors.
Oh no, I never wanted to molest a kid while smoking cigarettes. No.
No.
Yeah,
So
it was an impulsive decision. It was impulsive. I was impulsive.
So
I
you
got
smoke.
high and let power go to my head, and let all that fame go to my head. So,
Do you realize we've been smoking marijuana this whole stream? Like, all of us are so much higher than you've probably ever been, Jupiter, and we are not soliciting underage kids.
Oh yeah, bud.
Yeah, and I do want any parents who may be watching this to know that I am no predator at all. I just did something impulsive that I never wanted to happen.
You married a 15-year-old yesterday.
Hey! I said I would change that.
Kiwi, the past is in the past, bro.
Okay, I need to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I have those
I'm
divorce
sorry.
papers already.
Don't rub salt in that wound, brother, or I'm coming over there and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
If you ever want to fight him for saying that, bro, Shelby, Michigan. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I just told his location, Shelby, Michigan. If you want to go.
And let me tell you, the thought of you just sitting around smoking cigarettes, messaging minors all day is, I don't know, it's disturbing, but this, yeah, it is upsetting.
Yeah, and I want it to stop, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put an end to it. I'm gonna nip it in the bud.
I agree. I think that's the best thing to do there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna nip this in the bud and finally just go free and live my life and be happy and be a good boy. Not a bad boy. I hate being bad boy. I want to be good boy.
I mean, that's like saying it like that. I really think is gonna make people realize like this dude's legit.
Yeah. This person, this anime lover, is calling you a liar.
I just want to be a good boy.
All right.
I want to be considered a good boy by my family. I want to be praised instead of looked down upon.
A good, precious boy. That's all he wants.
I just want to live and be a good boy.
This podcast has been a roller coaster of emotions.
Tons of times.
Oh, man.
Nerd Brigade.
Oh yeah, your group was called the Nerd Brigade, right?
Yeah, Nerd Brigade 2013. Ugh. That was a year to be alive.
Yeah, man. I remember hearing about you guys. Like, I remember hearing about the Nerd Brigade because it was such like a big deal all around the country. And like, because I was listening to this YouTube channel at the time called the Gaming CNN. Do you remember the Gaming CNN?
Yes, I remember them. They did a segment on my group out in Melba. They did a segment.
Yeah, dude. It was what was his name? Fuck, Kiwi, help me here. What was his name? Jackamacka 1, and
Cameron Clubber.
And Cameron Clubber, right? Weren't they the ones, Corbin?
Yeah, they showed up at the school and did a segment on the Nerd Brigade. They never did figure out who was part of the hierarchy.
Dude, that's crazy. The world is a small place. I heard Jupiter. I heard a video about you a few weeks ago, and I heard you saying it that like you were like, "Yo, like if any of these people try stuff, like you got people on the inside, like you got snipers waiting on their rooftop, just waiting for them to make a fucking move."
Yep, the FBI. FBI has been backing me this entire
you've been
time.
working with the FBI, right?
Yeah, an anonymous FBI agent and I have been working together. Trying to bring these motherfuckers in.
Xbox. Dude, that's probably why they took your Xbox and everything. They're probably suiting it up for you to be like a secret agent.
Probably that, or the FBI already knows what I did and actually knew that I was being impulsive at the time. They didn't even know.
Yeah, so it's either that or the pedophile stuff, you know?
Is your brother's name Duke?
One of them is named Duke. One. I have 4.
Is he one of the ones in jail?
Duke is the one who is living a better life ever since then.
Oh, he's the one you said who got framed for getting CP sent to him.
That's Shane, who's in.
So the guy who actually like did stuff to a kid, he's out?
Yep. And he's living a better life. He turned his life around.
Does he have a family?
He has a family. He has a new wife. Has some kids.
Oh, God.
Oh no, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we doggy. Absolutely pathetic. Hope he rots in prison.
Gopnik gang in the house. Fuck a werevamp. We got silver bullets in the blicky and stendos for days.
Oh my
G's
goodness.
up, 43's down. That's how we do in my town, says Mike Mushka. Fuck, Jupiter. I think that was a diss track directed at you.
Yo,
Fuck
Mike's
you, man.
Jupiter, do you rap at all?
Yeah, can you do hip hop with me on our podcast?
I don't rap. I don't rap. I don't rap. I don't rap. I ain't got the skill.
Do you just not like black people?
What?
No,
Whoa.
I'm not skilled at it, is what I'm saying. I'm not like Eminem.
I know, but that wasn't the question.
What? If there are any cops here, I hope they arrest you. Well, they took all your shit, man. They took all.
Didn't take everything.
Oh, what didn't they take?
I think you still got a Wii.
My 360.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
And this phone that I'm using, I bought it myself.
They do call you Shadow Raven for a reason.
Yeah, if there's any cops listening, you're not getting that new phone of his. Like, he's not. No. Yeah.
That's his. I mean, I'm marrying minors yesterday does not help this. I know
didn't fucking marry her. It was supposed to be a fucking joke. How many times must I fucking say that?
I think the true monster were the mistakes we made along the way.
Yes. Congrats on the kid. Yeah. We'll not mention him during this stream.
Let's not
I need a few minutes. I'm a little on edge right now. I really want to kill someone. I'm taking a deep breath. I'm stepping back.
Who?
Taking a deep breath. Who? Taking a deep look inside myself right now.
Wait, but who do you want to off, though?
Every one of those people who say that I'm bad or I deserve to be in prison or deserve to die, that's who.
If this was like, if you had the real chance to, do you think you would do that to somebody?
I would never kill. I don't have the heart. I could never pull that trigger.
That I have to ask that question because you've said it a lot. Like, a lot. Like, 4 times tonight.
Well, I'm not a killer. I would never kill. I don't have the heart. I'm all talk, no game.
No way. No, dude. See, because now you're blowing people's minds. Like, because everyone thought you were like this cold-blooded badass.
Well, I am a badass at gaming.
Oh, why is this Chomo so damn greasy? He's not greasy.
I'm not a snap predator. So fuck off. Thank you. Next question, please.
Why are they calling you greasy, though, bro?
Don't know. Don't care.
Why are they calling you a Chomo, though?
Yeah.
Probably because of all the fucking shit I've done.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that probably is true.
To all of you who call me a pedophile, I'm sorry for what I've done, okay? I really fucked up. I really stepped in it, and I never meant for it to happen. Yes, I fucked up. Yes, I was wrongfully hurting kids that I shouldn't have. Yes, I was a pedophile, and I've changed that now, and I'm changed. And I want all the families I ruined to know that I'm changed now, and I will come and literally apologize to all of you face to face if I have to. I will apologize, and I am apologizing publicly for my actions. I have no ill will against anyone who hates me still. I have no ill will. I have no ill will against you. I do not hold your hatred against you, and I hope you don't hold this against me later. But I, for one, am changed. And I want you all to know that I am deeply, truly sorry. But yes, I am a pedophile, yeah, but that changes today. And that changes in every way today. I will make sure that I turn my ways around. Otherwise, I'm either going to wind up in prison or on death row. Just my staff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yo, tell him to watch his fucking mouth. We're on an interview.
Yeah. Show some respect.
just walk up and Shadow Raven shit and say that, oh, Corbin, how you doing, Corbin? Fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
get the fuck out of here,
Go
staff.
grab his dick. Go
Get
grab
out
his
of
dick.
here.
Guys, I have to take nightly meds to help me sleep. You don't want
dude,
to
I'm sorry. I
smoke
just
now.
got back, guys. That guy walking in and interrupting my man Jupiter really just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, I agree. Something ain't right about all
I had
that.
to spark one up. I was so pissed.
Very angry. Very, very angry about all that.
It's fine, guys. He's a good guy. The staff, he's a good guy. I trust him.
We're watching him though. We're watching.
Yeah, like game dude.
Can we not?
Can I still send you
Can we
pictures
not
of
play this
myself
video
even if I'm
anymore? Can we
underage?
just
'Cause
stop
I'm
with the
only
video?
13.
Well, I'm sorry. We got a dono asking for it, so please don't interrupt.
Can you just fast forward it past that part, please?
Well,
I don't
this
wanna
is
hear that.
specifically what they're asking for.
Can I still send you pictures of myself even if I'm underage?
I
Because I'm only
can't.
13.
I need to. I need to take a break. So I'm gonna turn off my camera for a bit. I'm not gonna mute my mic. I'm just turning off my camera for a bit and just taking a quick step back. You know.
I don't blame you.
absolutely.
I don't blame you.
I say
Because
yes.
watching that.
No, I would never.
I'd lower the age of consent all the way to 16 if you guys wanted me to. Oh.
That's only if that was taken out of context. That was taken out of context.
Was it? What was the context it was originally in?
They asked me if I was in office. I meant it for like people that were like disabled and didn't know the right way to go about it. That's how I meant it, but then it just got, when they said all that, they cut out the part where they were asking me when I was in like, if I was a president or something, or if I ruled the world. I'd say, yeah, I do that. And I said it kind of offhandedly as kind of like a joke.
Because you said
they edited out the part where they asked me about that, and I was saying it and laughing about it as a joke.
Yeah,
I thought
you said the 15-year-old that you got married to the other day was a joke too. Like, why do you keep making this same joke? Nobody's ever laughing.
Yeah, I know. Now that it was made, I don't want to talk about it. So let's just.
How many minors would you say that you're in contact with currently?
I'm gonna change. Need to go into my about info. Yeah, I heard you.
Well, it's
Like,
a
even
legitimate
if they're just
question.
fans, like even if they're just fans, you got a lot of fans.
There's a lot. There's a lot. I can't remember.
How do you contact them mostly, would you say?
I would.
Oh no, did we lose him?
Shadow Raven. Oh, no.
I said, give me a minute. I was taking a step back.
Oh.
There we go. I was taking a step back. And on Facebook, I switched it.
All right.
I switched it back because I didn't want to get in trouble.
So what would you say that your main platform for contacting minors is?
There's a lot of different places. I can't. I just
Let's
don't know.
Get into them. Let's just how do you mostly talk to people?
I'm only looking for new friends whenever I'm on social media. I only get new friends on fucking
TikTok?
No.
Discord?
Different one. Snapchat is where I make mostly new friends, new people, you know. I hang out with people on Snapchat a lot because I want to make new friends. I want to meet new people, experience different people's
Now, what are you doing? Are you just randomly adding people who come up as suggested and shit?
Something like that, yes.
And that's how you find all these minors you talk to.
Well, it only depends on if it depends on
a minor or not.
No, it depends on who shows up and who actually messages me. But
yeah, it could be anybody. It could be a 50-year-old woman. It could be a 16-year-old girl. In your case, it was a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I keep my social media. I'm only gonna keep my social media to where people are of age or around of age. adults because
Oh,
I don't
believe
want
you.
to.
How do we know you're going to do this, Jupiter? Because I've got to bring up here. I've heard you say this to Linda Binda that you weren't going to do this anymore. I've heard you say it to Nick Nobody and Cow Wrangler the other night that you weren't going to do this anymore. And now
Because I'm gonna make better decisions and be careful who I talk to. You know, I'm gonna make sure that whoever I talk to, I'm gonna make sure that I check out their profile and see how old they are first. I'm gonna check their birth year and whatnot and make sure, you know. But if I'm gonna be friends with people that are underage, I'll just say we're just gonna be friends. I don't mind, you know, being friends and whatnot because, you know, I care mostly about just making friends and just maintaining friendships that are just that. Friendships.
As your legal advisor, I highly suggest that you don't make friends with minors.
Well,
He will.
except my Xbox Live friends who are just that friends, you know, hang out, play games with.
So let me ask you this then. Say you do get caught explicitly talking to minors again. What do you think deserves to happen to you?
Well, whatever happens, happens.
But what would you do? What would you do to someone who gets caught talking to minors like a fourth time? Because I think one time's way too much. But in your case, it would be like.
Let me explain. Let me explain by the I don't know part. The I don't know part, I was going to say, I don't know, to be honest. I would probably shut down everything that I have on my phone and just call it a day and just leave it at that.
So if you got caught again, you just run away?
What I would do with that person is I would say, hey, you promised you wouldn't. Now you broke your word. Now you've got to pay the prices. So now we'll alert everybody around you to basically shun you and basically make you end up paying for your actions. That's how I would do it.
Yeah, and so is that what you, Jupiter the Hybrid, feel the pedophiles deserve to be shunned and made an example of in front of everybody?
Yeah, but they don't deserve the death penalty. That's a little harsh.
But they deserve the death penalty for fucking with you?
What I'm saying is,
yeah.
I mean, if they're really like doing a minor, like fucking a minor, sure.
Like
but
your brother.
If they're not talking to kids as like friends,
shouldn't your brother be given the death penalty then on that logic?
I mean, he was framed for it. He was framed.
The brother who got the pictures was framed. The other brother actually did it.
Yeah, Duke was the one who did it and got out and lived a better life.
That's crazy to me because, like I said, off of your logic, he deserved the death penalty.
No, my brother Duke does not deserve the death penalty.
Kind of sounds like he does, maybe.
My brother Duke realized that he messed up. He took responsibility. He took responsibility for his actions. And when they let him out, he went straight on to do a better life. He literally put his ass to work to try and better himself. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the same steps. I'm going to put my ass to work.
It sounds like you're taking extremely similar steps to your brother Duke.
Yes, I'm working my ass off to better myself.
I've got balls of steel.
What is?
Yep.
What is going on?
Work my
right
fingers
now?
to the bone to be better. That's what I mean. Do not go off on my brother Duke because Duke did nothing to hurt anyone. To this day,
guys in the chat, chill. Yo, there's so many people talking bad about Duke. Guys, stop. Dude, stop. People are literally typing that Duke is a piece of shit. Like
they spit on Duke.
Yeah, like come on, chat.
They said they're all out of bubble gum and they're gonna kick Duke's ass. I read that one.
I'd hit them like this, grab their arm, grapple around, flip them onto the ground on their back, hold them like this, put one knee on their back and my hand around the back of their neck, and just keep them there.
And this is how a predator fights?
And I called it my quick dodge skip. I called it the quick strike throwdown maneuver because I was able to put my knee right on their back, my hand on the back of their neck, and their arm up in the air, basically incapacitating them.
Now, have you ever tried this in real life?
One time in Cub Scouts, I actually used it. I used that technique.
Did it work?
His kid was throwing hands with me, so I decided enough was enough. So I grabbed. So he got up and started, swinging at me. He got me up against the wall and started hitting me from behind. So I quickly grabbed him, flipped him around, threw him onto the ground on his back, and held him there with one knee on his back, my hand on the back of his neck, and his arm up in the air. And the kid started crying and begging me to let him up. And I said, okay, do you promise not to swing at me anymore? Yes, I promise. Now let me up. And I let him up. To this day, me and that kid have been friends ever since that day. We've kind of been buddies. But afterward, he came back after he was done with his crying fit. He came back to me and he said, hey, my name's Easton, by the way. Can you teach me that? And I said, of course, man. I can teach you all kinds of moves.
Dude, you look like a white Abdullah the Butcher.
And I taught him that move. And he told me once when I was talking to him, when he turned like 13, I was talking to him. And I said, hey, Easton, buddy, been a while. Did you ever use that grapple move I used on you in Cub Scouts? And he's like, yeah, I used it once. This preschooler attacked me, and I got him on the ground. And I told him and then when the kid came back to ask me where I learned that, I told him I learned it from my best friend Corbin. And I was like, no shit.
You said they were in like preschool and like one was like 13 or something. Is that what you just said, bud?
Yeah, he was like in 5th grade at the time. But yeah.
Dude, Jupiter, I gotta just mention, your posture kicks ass, man. You're like up there with Airsoft Fatty.
Yeah, you remind me of Chris LaFawn.
The people who are hating on me and spitting on my family, you can fuck off. You can get the fuck out of the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to hunt every one of your asses down. I'm going to have a whole hit list of people to hunt.
Like the guy from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, right? Like Steve Buscemi. I don't know if I can continue this anymore.
P-A-N-N-E-L-L is how I spell my last name.
Jupiter, I honestly, I know you've said a lot of shit, and you've said here you've made a lot of claims, but how do you sleep at night knowing the things that you've done to people?
Why do you think I have insomnia?
Did you have insomnia? Why did you just...
He said it. He knows he's a pedophile.
Yeah, why did you just date a guy? Why are you dating currently a 15-year-old girl?
Technically, I nipped that in the bud.
It was a joke. It was a
joke. So you're sitting here and you're telling me that you're dating a 15-year-old girl right now as a joke.
Yeah, I did it for show.
It was a joke. You decided it was a joke. I didn't know she was 15 because she lied to me, so I didn't know.
No, you're lying to us. You're lying to us, Corbin.
Jupiter, what the fuck, man? I believed you. What is this?
We put our neck on the line for you, Jupiter. And this is how you treat us? This is the kind of shit you bring to the table for us?
What I said was, after you guys made it clear that she lied to me, it literally clicked later. Mid-interview, it clicked in my head. Mid-interview.
Why doesn't it click in your head that you're like, you know, whenever you're about to go talk to a kid that maybe you shouldn't? Like, why doesn't that click?
I already know that, and I'm going to make sure that it stays clicked in my brain.
Jupiter, you know you can go to jail for this, right? Like, you know there's a good possibility you will go to jail for this. And now in Idaho, they're giving pedophiles the death penalty, dude. Like, that's legitimate. I need to stop this because we need to talk about how much this sank in on Jupiter in this very moment. At the time, I was not aware that this hit him like a ton of bricks the way it did. That's mainly because I had brought this up 3 or 4 times earlier in the night to him, and none of it seemed to stick. So when I brought it up here, I just tried to let him know because I'd seen the tweet saying that they actually had passed this bill saying that pedophiles can get the death penalty. And you'll notice now, a lot of silence from Jupiter for like the next 10 to 15 minutes. Like I said, I implore you guys to go listen to this on the Rumble channel of Kiwi Tapes. The full stream's there. It's like 4 hours of Jupiter. But my God, like what you're about to hear him say in a little bit, it turned Jupiter into just a husk of himself.
Why would you worry about the death penalty if you were innocent, Jupiter?
Well, he's not. Jupiter admitted just like 20 minutes ago that he was a pedophile, and that probably will be forwarded over to the police. Not even probably. Totally will. Whoa, Jupiter, you kissed your sister with that mouth? Do you, Jupiter? Bam Margera's asking that. Bam's watching right now. What's up, Bam?
Oh, boys will be boys.
Yeah, well, ew. You remind me of Uncle Vito. No,
yeah,
Bam,
he does.
God, you accusing me of talking to all the kids on TikTok and shit. No, gobble wobble, Bam. Jupiter, can you give a shout out to Earl Doobie? People want to know if you can say hi to Earl Doobie.
The officer who handled that anonymous case for me.
Yes, yeah.
The one I posted about on TikTok?
No,
yes.
Not that one. Not that. Yeah, that one.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to say anything because that man did the right thing and helped me bring down an anonymous agent. So I'm not going to say anything damning about him. I'll accept that I thank him for his job.
So it's okay. So no, Jupiter, that's cool, man. So it's basically it's safe to say that you love Earl Doobie.
He busted someone who was working with Anonymous. So
you like Earl
doing his job.
Oh yeah, you gave him a shout out.
Yeah.
The damning evidence you have, I'm already guessing that one of you has already contacted the local authorities in my area. And to be honest, I wouldn't care if they showed up my door at any time. I wouldn't care.
So you're giving us permission to call the local police department and tell them to send them over to your place right now? Because I'll do it. I mean, you just got to give me permission.
That's not something to encourage.
I meant like in a civil way, not like but for him to turn himself in. I can arrange that for you, Corbin.
Don't.
Dude, you don't want to take accountability?
It's already worse. You know what? Fuck it. If I die, I die. Who gives a shit?
Why are you talking about
Jesus, Corbin.
Because if I do that, then I automatically give myself the death penalty.
Maybe not.
Oh my god, dude. I've never seen someone so open about this.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
It's just so crazy. I don't even know how to proceed with this because I feel like you're like rubber and I'm glue and just everything I say, like, you don't understand the irony behind it. Can you give us our best promo? Yeah, can you cut a little promo, like a wrestling promo, Shadow Raven?
People are always there to bring me down.
Holy fuck, it's like the real Ravens here.
I'm coming, man.
He's coming.
Yo, Matt, Jupiter said that you're a fucking bitch. Jupiter said he'll smack the dog piss out of you, bro.
Man.
Dude, Matt, Jupiter fucking was talking so much trash on you in front of like 2,000 people tonight, man. You better whip him into shape. He said he's gonna spit them pills out and kick you in the dick when you ain't looking.
Right after you mentioned the death penalty, my soul already left my body. You're talking to a husk now.
We're talking to a husk?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry,
well,
Corbin. Right now, you're talking to his husk.
Well,
I mean, Corbin, though, bro. Like, this is what happens when you're a pedophile in Idaho now.
Things are difficult for pedophiles in Idaho.
Thank God that, man. I'm glad that law got passed.
Oh, it went through without a hitch.
Jesus, this is unbearable. This audio shit.
Yeah, it really is.
Can you just fucking mute him for right now? Like, it's possible?
Yeah, I can. There we go.
Jesus.
Damn, he's you know, Corbin, you're muted, so you can just listen.
Good
golly.
Every time you want to talk.
Yeah, wave to us every time you want to talk. Good golly, I missed most of work because I have to catch the VOD. Mental health is huge.
However, it's not an excuse. No, nothing Corbin said tonight is an excuse, and he wanted to try to make it sound like all of it was all good and that he cares about these people's families. He doesn't. Corbin doesn't give a shit about these people's families. He doesn't give a shit about his victims. He doesn't give one goddamn single solitary fuck about these fucking people or anything like that. Corbin doesn't give a shit.
Wrong.
Corbin, you don't give a fuck.
I hurt.
No, you don't, bro. You're just gonna hurt more.
I don't have to sit here and take this from you.
Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do. You have to.
Take the shit from you people.
What's trying to get in your window?
Nobody. I'm a harmless person.
I have screenshots.
I have my doubts.
Suffering alongside those families.
Everything to look for.
Even if I'm underage, because I'm only 13.
You're all crossing a line.
Corbin, you crossed the line when you talk to kids, you pedo.
Legit.
Then go ahead. Ghana.
You're going to Ghana?
Go ahead and report me if you're gonna, because I don't give a shit anymore.
Corbin, people have already reported you to the police. Absolutely.
All of this has already gone to the cops. I wouldn't worry.
You admitted that you were a known pedophile like 4 times tonight, dude. Like, great fucking job.
I'm trying to change.
Oh, are you drunk
fucking
now?
change?
Are you not telling the truth? Are you drunk? Are you high on nicotine? Jesus, what is wrong with you?
You said you were gonna change 2 days ago, and then you married a fucking 14, whatever it is. And you change, bro. Like, if you're gonna change. It seems like you're incapable of it.
Corbin, you can make it to the end, dude. Your fans believe in you.
Yes.
But if one of you who said I was a pedophile ever says it again, I'm leaving this.
I mean, you said it. No, you said you were a pedophile.
Wombleman with the 5 Jupiter, you are a danger to kids, and for the love of God, buy a bra.
I'm no danger to anybody.
Chronic Carnivore with 10, why do you view dating kids as a joke? Why do you view it as a power move? What else? We got more here. What else? What type of drugs are you on, Corbin?
Do you know how angry I am right now? How hurt I am right now? With everyone making...
You probably should be, bro, because now everyone knows you're a pedophile. And it's like, you're really weird.
Because I have every right to be angry. That people are automatically assuming shit.
No one's
assuming mountains of evidence.
We've heard what you said. You said to these 13... You told a 13-year-old girl...
The cops anyway. They're probably going to bust down my door any minute now. I should never have done this interview.
I hope not. I hope they don't do that, because that's not the proper way to do things. There's channels involved, Brent.
Nah, it took 'em months to get a hold of your Xbox. Big old fuzzy man. Whoa. As a member of the Shadow Raven fan club, I'm glad you did a classy podcast like Brian Rizzo and Kiwi. Not with Nick Nobody in that cow wrangler.
Dude, the Brian Rizzo and Kiwi show is just taking the world by storm.
Yeah. How would you mark our podcast against Nick and Wranglers?
I would rate yours on the same level of worse than theirs.
Why?
What?
Dude, we've been cool all night, Corbin. What is this?
If you want to know, when you said, oh yeah, this is all going to the police, by the way, people already probably reported it. Hell, the police could be breaking my door in a minute.
Well, Corbin, we have to because you admitted you were a pedophile and you admitted you were talking to minors.
Why are you so worried about the police kicking down your door at any minute if you've done nothing wrong?
Because I don't want my family to bury another.
Well, they're not going to bury you. They'll be able to see you behind bars.
Yep.
You can live a long, fulfilling life in prison,
You might
Corbin.
even see Duke.
No, the truth is, if I go to prison, that's it. There's no coming out of there alive.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Remember?
I think you'd do well. Let's keep reading these.
You have a vampire werewolf inside you. You can just, like, eat anybody who comes at you.
And you know ninjutsu.
Yeah.
You're really stuck on that. We're asking other questions now, man. Or they are.
We're just asking prison. I think that prison is, you know, like maybe a calmer, safer environment for you. Just go give them all the evidence. It'd be fine.
No, because, as you said, admitting to that, it's probably already found its way to the police. Police are probably gonna kill me.
They're not gonna kill you. So all I'm hearing is you're a coward. You're a coward. You won't man up to your own actions. You'll just wait for them to come get you. That's weakling shit.
I want my dad to bury another family member.
And we've heard that.
I don't want him to lose another son.
But no, is he a pedo?
Two of them to prison. He's not going to lose a third.
The goddamn prison system is just taking down all the Purnell men, and it's horseshit.
You guys are costing the taxpayers so fucking much money.
I thought the Wilkins family was bad, bro.
This is a good question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Corbin?
Probably in a grave.
Why not prison?
Yeah. Like I said, you can live a long, fulfilling life in prison.
I think jail would be good for you personally.
Or just anywhere where this evidence is given to government officials. Not an object to ogle at, but oh yeah, when you were saying that you weren't an object to ogle at, Corbin, but they say that you do it to minors.
That is it. One more pedophilia, and I'm leaving. One more crack about that. I'm leaving. I mean it.
Jupiter, bro, why are you such a pedophile?
You all can go to hell.
Cosmic Chai Latte says, yeah, you really had to defend yourself when your sister told you to shower, and that's why you slammed her head into a door frame.
That is true. He did that. He did that to his little sister.
Kid, how many times must I fucking say it?
Why are you putting your hands on your little sister, weirdo?
I was a kid.
She was a kid.
I was a child.
She was a child.
She was afraid of you.
I was a child. I had no idea what I was doing.
She said you did that up into adulthood, too.
Sicko.
King Cobra would hate you.
Do you know how bad you're angering me right now?
Prove it.
You know how bad you anger like anybody with a freaking moral code just by existing?
People are asking you to do the thug shaker or twerk in sorrow.
Where's Sheratora at? But Sheratora should hear this. Where's she at?
Yeah.
I think she's with Bosch right now.
Yo, yeah, calm down. Bosch is gonna come around the corner and be like, well, actually, guys, would you like to hear about geopolitical issues?
So where's the pony, Jupiter?
Safe
Can we bring it out?
Sorry, but no.
Why?
Have said to me to anger me? No, I'm not going to do anything for you.
Well, what if she wants to see us, Jupiter? I'm starting to think this werewolf vampire hybrid is just a big fucking fraud and or pussy. Like, because if it is real, it's just not. It doesn't have the guts to show itself.
I happen to know a vampire werewolf hybrid by the name of Cameron Gerard Davis. That has far more guts than this.
Are you working so hard to piss me off so that way you can impress all of your fucking fans? Is that what you're doing?
No.
It's fucking working.
Do you like the artist Chance Wilkins?
I am burning with hatred and anger right now.
Do you hate us, Corbin?
That's probably why your speakers are going weird. It's probably due to the interference, the psychic interference.
No, I think you just think that because you're a dumb shit.
Well, Jesus Christ, man. I think, Corbin, I think the problem is like, you properly haven't vented this anger. And you could either show us some...
I have, but you've all just been annoying the shit out of me. So I just decide to not give a shit.
Well, that's not how how interviewees talk to interviewers. There's supposed to be a level of respect here, Corbin, and quite frankly, I'm not feeling it on your end.
No, yeah, he's completely started disrespecting the show.
You've lost my respect due to
You've
everything.
Lost ours, Corbin. You've lost ours completely. Like, we came into this tonight thinking you could be redeemed, but guess what? You're just not redeemable.
I don't give a shit anymore. Why should I? Why should I give a shit? There's this thing called restraint, and I'm slowly losing it.
Corbin, you've been slowly losing it for an hour, bro. You're the softest. You're the softest vampire wizard I've ever seen.
I can see him losing restraint as we speak.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want that, so we'll keep reading chat. Why would you ever date minors?
And bury you.
What was that, Corbin?
You heard me.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Like, what did you say, dude?
dresses and burying you.
Okay. I hope he knows all underage girls that talk to him are laughing with their friends behind his back. I don't know.
I'll go a step further and say all girls talking to him.
Except for
I'll go a step further
Tony.
and say that Sharatora was laughing with me, being like, dude, Jupiter is such, like, have you, like, oh my god, Jupiter sucks. Like, I'm so happy I'm with you, Brian Rizzo. And I was like, all right, it's all good, Sharatora. I got it.
Show us Sharatora.
Miss Smokey's gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, what were you saying about a fictional pony?
Look at them little soft chompers.
Corbin gave me permission to kill both of you. I hope you know that.
I hope so. I mean, I don't know
Did
what you're talking about, but
I'm exempt, motherfuckers. You're fucked, but you two's fucked, man.
Oh my body.
Airpower's gonna find you. And when he does, he's both of you.
Why can't you look at us straight?
Hold up.
Eat off your bones and making sure you disappear.
How will you do that with your soft ass teeth?
You see, I have a heightened sense of smell, and I could track you down in an instant.
But do you smell yourself?
You're alone in a dark room any longer.
I'm alone in a dark room right now.
And by the way, you're not talking to Corbin anymore. He
talking to the pedophile?
Is this Varys? Who is this?
Well, I want to hear who we're talking to.
Who you're talking to? Hmm? Well,
Totally the guy from Split.
Shadow Raven, Jupiter. Hell, I even went by another name. Mephisto. I am the werepire demon dragon in his body. And let's just say I am. And I will kill anyone.
Oh yeah, bud.
Meaning you guys are screwed. You see, Corbin let go of his body. He's no longer in control. He's no longer in control of this body. He let me take control. You guys are fucked. Never sleep again. For Lucifer is out for your blood. I may not be in physical form with you guys, but let's just say I'll be the demon at night that waits for you to go to bed before it's your throat. You've angered my disciple, and now you're going to pay for it. I will only leave this body after my contract with him is up. Until he decides to take control. Then I'll leave. But don't sleep at night ever again. This demon will be waiting for you to sleep before it kills you. Or sleep safe at night again. Don't even try to sleep. Alright, Lucifer, that's enough.
So what kind of contract did you sign? Like a 3-year, $2 million deal with Lucifer? Like, I hope you know that every single one of us here know that you just made some silly faces and pretended to be the devil for 5 minutes. And that was the most corny shit I've ever seen.
May I say something? Oh, sorry, Kiwi. You go ahead.
I just want to say I was way more terrified of a tiny crippled man speaking Akashic at me than I was in that moment right there with Jupe. But go on.
I just want to say that it's what kind of like powerful demon that could possess anybody would pick a body like yours to live in. Like, who wants to be force fed grease pizza and like sit there with a MLP C jar and just like get made fun of on the internet all day? Why would the king of all liars or whatever Satan is? Why would he pick you? Like, just let me just buy into your fake reality for a minute and say he did. Why? Like, what do you offer him?
I offer him the same ideals. We have the same ideology. You see, we want to kick God's ass. We both hate him. Albeit for different reasons.
But you ran away from God on Nick Nobody's show the other night.
I chose to hold back on that. But Satan and I have the same ideology. We both hate God. We both want to kill him and take his place.
Jupiter, you wouldn't say shit to a random troll in the street, let alone the Lord and Savior himself. Shut up.
I hope you both know that you have been cursed by the devil himself.
We've been cursed by worse people. I'm telling you right now, Corbin. Like, I've literally been cursed by a wizard.
I was cursed by White Bowser and his mom.
After I was cursed, Corbin, my life got exponentially better.
But I will not be basically called pedophile when I'm doing my hardest to change things. I'm trying.
You said yourself for like the past couple hours that you are a pedophile. You even said it yourself.
I cleared it up and I said I'm changing and I'm doing my best. And I'm trying my hardest. And that is the truth. I'm trying to make mental health right now. Trying not to find you two and you both.
I don't even know what to say to you. How do you... This has been going on for 4 hours and you stayed here this whole time.
That's crazy, Jupiter.
I'm only playing nice because I have to. I'm playing
you don't
nice.
have to. No, you can tell us whatever you want at this point.
No, we don't care. We think that you're a pedophile.
Yeah, we think that you're a pedophile who can't redeem himself.
Bunch of idiots.
What did you just say to me?
You heard me, punk.
No, you just called me an idiot. I'm having you here on my show where I gave you the chance to free yourself of any guilt, and all you did was make yourself out to be a bigger pedophile.
I freed myself from blaming anything.
You didn't, so you're not going to blame yourself anymore for you being a pedophile, even though it's entirely your fault. And guess what? It runs in your family because look at Duke, look at Shane. Oh my God, you're all predators.
You do not talk bad about Duke.
I did talk bad about them. What are you going to say? Duke's a predator. Shane's a bitch.
Yeah, why did they let...
But Duke, you keep his name out of your mouth. You don't even
Duke's a bitch. Duke's a bitch.
You don't deserve to say my brother.
Yeah, you won't even say nothing. You won't even defend him because you're scared. Duke's a bitch.
Duke is a great guy.
Hey, Duke, if you're hearing this, you suck.
Duke is a registered sex offender.
So what if he is? He's still a good person.
No, he is not. No, he is not. That's not how this works.
He only did it because of his ex. His ex.
I thought he got framed. Now you're making up different reasons. He's such a predator, dude. Fuck Duke.
His ex-wife cheated on him. He was drunk. He was out of his own gourd. And yet here you guys are being a bunch of dicks because all you want to do is make people like me look bad.
I wouldn't say we want to make people like you look good.
Oh my God. About 10 seconds after that, Jupiter left the stream. But I mean, what a roller coaster it was. I mean, listen to all the crazy bullshit he said, especially at the end there, defending his brother who was literally on the registry. Dude did stuff to a minor, but Jupiter's like, nah, he's good. I mean, earlier there, he said, you know, people who do that to kids, they don't deserve the death penalty. But guess who does? Me and Kiwi for making fun of Jupiter and his brothers, apparently. It was just so crazy to hear this guy talk and try to justify everything he was saying. And you guys heard it all right there. The amount of times this dude lied and said he would change, but at the same time admitted that he only even deleted that girl off of Facebook, which he didn't do that, by the way. He even said that he still plans on talking to her, but he's only scrubbing the relationship because he doesn't want to get in trouble. Not because he realized it was wrong. He just realized that he could be in a lot of trouble. And that's the only thing that made this guy kind of shut down and think about what he did. And that's what makes me realize that people like him, people like Cyrax, people online who say all this shit do all this shit are known predators. They smile and they laugh because they think they can just put down their phone and get away with it. This is why people like him need to be put behind bars, because it's a big joke to him, because guess what? Once he left that stream, there was no repercussions, and for a while there, he thought there were going to be some, and I pray to God there still are, because as we already mentioned, his Xbox, his phone, his laptop, that's all in the possession of the police already, and it has been for months. And what's crazy is he bought another cell phone. Are you even allowed to do that while the police have your phone in possession? Because now Jupiter has this new phone, and I can't imagine what's going on there. The dude even brought up he's been on Snapchat talking to minors. These are things that he said. I could go on for about like an hour talking about all the crazy dumb shit he said, going down a list, and maybe one of these weeks we will. But I mean, what do you guys have to say about this? I have a feeling some people will say we were too harsh, we were too mean, but when you hear someone saying this and just giving so little of a shit about the stuff they've done to people and the stuff they still plan on doing because all they think is that if I can get these people off my back, everything's going to be okay, you just can't let that shit slide. It's sickening, especially when it's right in front of you. So of course we wanted to get the time in at the end to just tell this dude everything we thought about him. And for the most part, I feel like YouTube might not like look at this video in a very favorable way because of all the things that were said. I mean, just look at all the threats Jupiter made in general. That alone is probably going to get this video demonetized. But it's something that I thought you all had to see, because more than any of these people we cover, this guy, I am 99% sure now, is the most unhinged. And I'll tell you why. Look at someone like Cyrax. Look at someone like White Bowser. Cyrax, despite being a predator, fights tooth and nail with the trolls because he believes that he shouldn't be called a pedophile. White Bowser fought with us tooth and nail because he believes, despite actually groping a girl, that he shouldn't be called a pedophile. Jupiter just gladly admits it, says, yeah, I'm changing. Yeah, I'm changing 2 days after marrying a girl on Facebook, admitting that he's in a relationship with her. I mean, you guys heard it yourself. Once that got brought up, he immediately just jumped into the fact that, well, the legal age over in the UK is 16. He wanted to think that he was so smart and he could get out of all these situations. But when he realized there was no other place to go and that he might actually face repercussions for his actions, that's when he got real scared. And it's so funny to me, because how many people out there just going about this, laughing about it, thinking it's no big deal until they get caught up on it, and then they're crying and begging for mercy. How many times have you seen these pedo stings where this stuff happens? That's why you can never feel sympathy for these people, ladies and gentlemen. That's just my opinion. Going at his brothers at the end there was one of the ways I knew I could get to him, especially because they are all just a terrible family. He got really mad when we brought up the fact that he used to abuse his sister, which is something she is on record saying over on Linda Binda's channel. I'll have that video linked down in the description below. Also, I'll have Kiwi linked down below. I'll have Phoenix Wright linked down below, because he was a goat in this whole thing too. I'll have Cow Wrangler and Nick Nobody linked down there. Everyone who was involved in this, man. Jupiter is just a terrible person, and I feel like today, if you guys haven't seen it already, you'll see it now, and just, I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen, other than, again, we apologize for the audio issues, but it was completely on Jupiter's end, and I wish we could have found a way to fix it, but maybe next time one of these locals will have a set of headphones lying around. But until the next time, I'm out of here, y'all. If you want to see this full thing again, it'll also be linked in the description on Kiwi's Rumble channel. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day, and have a great rest of your week, my friends. Stay safe out there.